Hey there, Ramon Osu with you here, and in this video we're talking about volleying a heavy backspin ball versus volleying a heavy topspin ball. And if you're doing the exact same thing on both shots, you might be making a critical error. So in this video I'm going to show you everything you need to do on each of these shots to make sure that it's a successful volley and your doubles partner doesn't go running for the hills. Let's get started. All right, so you're at the net and you've got a heavy topspin shot coming at you. What should you do differently than if you were getting a ball that's got a lot of slice coming at you? Well, it's a great question, and I see people get tripped up with this all the time. They get hesitant, they end up freezing, and they end up dumping a pretty makeable volley. But I used to struggle with this big time and didn't really figure it out until college, when I would routinely ditch my calculus class to go play tennis, which at the end of the day was a good idea. First of all, how do we even know that the ball coming at us has topspin on it versus backspin? Well, the first way is to yell at your opponent right before he hits it. I'm kidding, of course, but one way is we look at how our opponent's racket is traveling to meet the ball. If it's approaching the ball from underneath, kind of going low to high, well, that's going to be a topspin ball. And if he's going from high to low, that's going to create backspin. A topspin ball will have a little bit more of an arc to it, almost like a hill, versus a backspin shot is going to be more of a line drive, more of a laser beam. The other way is to look at the seams of the ball. Are they tumbling over towards you? Well, that's a topspin ball. Are they moving away from you? That's backspin. All right, got it. And just for experiment's sake, assume that the ball that we're going to volley is about 1 foot over the net. So we're comparing apples to apples. We know that the height that we make contact with is always going to have an effect on how we approach a given volley. In general, the lower the volley is, the more open the racket face is going to have to be if we're taking the ball out of the air. And the higher the ball goes, well, the more closed the racket face can be. All right, so we got all the technical differences out of the way. Let's talk about how to handle a topspin ball if we're going to hit a volley versus handling a backspin ball if we're going to hit a volley. So here's the thing that helped me. There's really two types of volleys. Volley one is a placement type of volley. It's got volley that you're going to hit not quite as aggressively. You're going to be a little bit more passive, maybe not as firm with the grip, and you're typically going to hit this shot when your opponent's way off the court and we just got to kind of bunt it into the right area, or if the opponent rips a ball right at you and you don't really have time to get set like you would like on a volley and you're just kind of reacting. Volley two is more of an attacking volley. And this is the kind of volley that coaches will tell you to punch or stick. Typically, you've got your weight behind this ball. You're moving forward through the ball. You might even have a little bit more of a backswing and a little bit more of a follow-through. You're most likely going to hit this volley when you've got kind of a floating ball coming over the net, or when you really got to whistle it through the court to find that gap in a doubles match. And the crazy thing is, depending on which of these two volleys you're going to hit, it's either going to greatly change your approach to the volley, or it's not. For example, if you're hitting the catch and place volley, the ball is going to have a pretty significant impact on the racket face. And you've most likely had this experience. A big old heavy topspin ball that you're trying just not to miss, or to catch and place, or hit a little more passively, is always going to rebound higher off your strings, especially if you've got a slightly open racket face like you want to do when you hit most of your volleys out of the air. So to counteract this on our 1 foot over the net volley, we really have to make sure that we're making solid contact with the back of the ball. And we get a feeling that we've got the racket head above the ball going into contact if the ball's above the net. So we feel like we're on top of this ball if we're taking this ball above the net. Again, if you're playing this ball below the net, you're going to want to get under the ball so you can volley up and over the net. On the other hand, if you're hitting that catch and place volley on a backspin shot, on a heavy slice shot, that ball's going to rebound much lower off a more passive racket face. So what do? We got to get a little bit more underneath this ball with our legs and aim a little bit more towards the bottom of the ball to keep from dumping it into the net. Remember, we're going to use the catch and place volley when we've got a lot of open court and we just need to kind of bunt the ball into that area, or if the ball is ripped at us and we're just trying to get our hands on the ball however we can. On the other hand, on the attacking volley, the racket face is going to be a lot less disturbed by the ball because we're really imposing our will on this ball. Typically, you're firmer on contact, so the racket is winning the collision and really telling the ball what to do. In other words, if you can hit your volley with really good technique, meaning we've got great spacing to the ball, we've lined up our shot, we're firm at contact and all of that good stuff, it won't make a huge difference what kind of ball you're receiving. And since you stayed to the end, I want to give you a bonus tip. Use the best volley drill ever. It's a drill that I created a few months back that'll literally give you all of the fundamentals that you need to develop a rock solid volley, great feel, the put away shot, everything. And you can have it for free. Just click the link down below, head over to my website right now and grab it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I had a great time making it for you, as did the kangaroo. If you found this video helpful, click the like button down below and let me know in the comments what's your most challenging volley. What's a video that I can make that'll help you out? Leave it down in the comments down below and I'd be happy to do that in the days and weeks ahead. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get next week's video. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye. You got to hit that split step. You got the hands, but we get that split step in, you're in business, all right? Go get them.